Howdy everybody, how is it going? Hope you're all doing fantastic out there and ready to rock, because I did the 5 slash licks that I thought you should know a couple weeks ago, and now it's time to do Eddie Van Halen. So we got 5 licks of my favorite guitar player of all time. You can snag the tabs on my website. I've got lesson packs over there that you can download if you like. And I think we're just going to get going. So here are your 5 Eddie Van Halen licks. Dive bomb. Alright, now before we get too hog wild into these licks, most of these are tuned half step down. I'm tuned to good old standard tuning, and as you noticed, I avoided using whammy bar parts because Eddie has a lot of whammy stuff. I just know that not everyone likes having a Floyd Rose, and not everyone has a whammy bar in general. So I didn't even bother with any of his whammy licks. There's lots of really cool ones, but here we go with lick number 1. So what are we doing now? This is kind of like out of B minor. He does this lick in, I believe it's I'm the One. He does it in a couple different places. He does a similar lick in, of course, Eruption, where he's kind of down here. And then he does it again in Someone Give Me a Doctor. You know, so Eddie has a good way of kind of disguising a lot of these licks and using them in different situations. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm thinking B minor. And I'm just going to play open high E string. Now I go to the B string, I'm going to go 10, pull off to 7, and I go to an open. Eddie was the king at using open strings and just making them sound great, you know? And of course, since we're out of the key of B, that B note totally works. Now the next one that you have to do is go to 10 on the G. Now it just starts over from there, and you get kind of this cycling sound. What's tricky is it's actually 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it starts over. So if you're not used to doing 5-note groupings, it can feel kind of weird. So that is the first lick, you know, and I'm starting with an up pick. You know, so I go up, down, then I do 3 pull-offs, or 2 pull-offs. So, then up. So, actually I do 2 downs. I go up, down, down. Okay, next we have another cool thing that Eddie does in a lot of different situations that I just think sounds cool. He starts out tremolo picking and kind of turns it into this run. So what we did was this. I'll do it slow. Along those lines. So we have all this stuff going on. And again, this is B minor, another one from I'm the One. You know, a lot of these licks are all from earlier Van Halen. So maybe we'll do a part 2, and we'll get some other Eddie licks in here if you guys want it. But basically, I'm starting out like this. I go tremolo pick 7 on the high E string, then I go to 9, and then I go to 10. Okay? Then I go 9, 10, 12 on the high E's. Now, the next section, I'm going to go 10, 12, 14, but I'm going like that. So then I'm going to go 12, 14, 15 on the B. Then I'm going to 17 and bending it on the high string. That's kind of how you do that one, and he does it all over the place. He'll do an A like I did in the beginning. Eddie's just the man. Whoa, that was a bad chord. There we go. Oh, wait. Out of the key. Now we have a lick from Hang 'Em High. So what are we doing here exactly? Now I altered it a little bit from Eddie's because again he uses some whammy bar in there and I wasn't really wanting to venture too much into whammy stuff today. So basically it's like this. He's doing a little double stop and he goes, it's 7 on the B to 9 on the high E string and you pull off to 7 and 7. Okay, then you're gonna play 7 again on the B. So by itself. Now you reach up and you get 11, pull off to 7 on the high, then 7 again on the B. So then we're gonna go to 9, pull off 7 on the high string. Okay, now that one you don't go back to the B, so it goes. Now you're gonna go 10, pull off 7 on the B. Okay, 7 on the high E string. So you have. Now you go back to the B string and it's 10, pull off 7, 9 on the G. So. Now what I did is I went like this. I went 7 on the high E and B, then I go 9, pull off 7 on the G, and then 9 on the D. Eddie, of course, like I said, uses some whammy bar there, so we're just not doing that part. But basically, you still have the overall essence of the lick is there. So we have another one out of I'm the One, and he actually does this style of lick again, you know, in a lot of different stuff and drop dead legs. But just kind of move up these patterns. It's so cool the way he does it. But we're going like this. So what exactly is happening here? Well, we start on the A string. It starts off with some hammer-ons. You're going to go 6, hammer-on 7, hammer-on 9 on the A string. Tell you what, the sun came out. It is hot in here. Now you go to the D string. It's the same thing. 6, 7, 9. The G, you're going to go 6 to 7 on the G, 9 on the D, and then 6, hammer-on 7, hammer-on 9 on the G. So you have, I'm sorry. That's actually, the G is picked. It goes 6, 7, 9, all picked. Sorry about that. So you have, then pick. So, and then that, you do that like 6 or 7 times in a row. And he does it again, but we're not going to cover that part. And I was ending with this. Kind of how he does it, 16 to 12 on the G. And the final one here is from Somebody Get Me a Doctor. I thought this was a really cool melodic line that Eddie does. Real slow, we have this. So what he's doing here is he comes all the way up here, and you're going to be going 10 pull off to 8 on the B string, and then 10 on the G, and 8 on the high string. So, then you go back to that 10 and then it starts the next sequence. So you have, then you go 10, then do it again. Okay, so we have. Now that little ending section there is, so you go to 10 on the G, but it's 10 pull off 8 on the B. Then you're gonna go 10 slide up to 12 on the G. So now it's the same exact pattern, but you're on 12 and 10 now. Then the ending part here goes 12 on the G, 12 pull off 10, and then it goes 12 on the G and 12 on the B. So yeah. So all together we have. Sorry. And you do the same thing down here. That's why I like it. It's so convenient, but it sounds really cool. So you're on 1 and 3. Now instead of going to 3 on the G, you're gonna go to 5, and then you do the next pattern here. So I'm just ending on the A chord. So we have. That is it, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, jamming out to Eddie Van Halen. Who should we do next for these 5 licks you need to know? Let me know down below in the comments. And until next time, I will see you all on Friday, ready to rock it out. Peace out, homies. Keep on rocking. Check out the lesson packs and other stuff, and I'll see you later.